Hello and welcome back to English Conversation 616. We're on Chapter 5 and we're going to go through the review quiz now. Super quick for this one. So this is part 5 of 5, the last video for Chapter 5 today. So what does GG mean? It means good game, right? So remember we learned this is what you say or can say at the end of a match or end of a game, irregardless of the result. You win, lose or draw, you still say good game. What's a casual gamer? What's a casual gamer? So how do we answer that? Well, a casual gamer is, we could say someone, or we could say a person who, these are options. We also need to do who here, excuse me. A casual gamer is someone who, a person who plays games, let's say semi-regularly. Semi-regularly. So what does this mean here? It doesn't mean every day. It might mean once or twice a week or month. It's a very flexible definition. So this is about frequency of game playing. Similar words, or not similar, but connected vocabulary would be a pro gamer. These people, it's their profession to play games professionally. You could have a semi-pro gamer, someone who does it for money or for competitions, but it's not their main source of income. So a casual gamer is someone who is, let's say, quite skilled. So on a scale of 0 to 10, a pro gamer would be anyone from 9 plus. A casual gamer might be someone from, 4 to 8. You might occasionally get someone lower or higher than that, but it's someone who plays games enough to be good at them. But it's more about the fact they enjoy games. They don't take it too seriously. So when they play a game, they might play for 2 or 3 hours, right? Whereas a pro gamer is looking at like 8 to 10 hours a day, probably, per day, for their practice or their team strategy. A casual gamer is someone who might play, they might play 30 minutes a day. They might play 2 or 3 hours in one session. So per session. And someone who's playing this is looking more at semi-pro or pro level or addicted. They're addicted to games. Or maybe the game's just really fun, so they're just playing it intensely for a really short time. Complete the sentence. I found epic after the battle. So the example sentence here needs the word loot. Epic is an exaggerated vocabulary word for really good, amazing, brilliant. So I found epic loot. Loot is treasure, or maybe rewards, or gold, or crystals. So it depends on the currencies that your game uses. The loot would be a combination of those prizes. In the comments below, you can translate noob into your native language. And to remind you, a noob is an absolute beginner. Yeah. So I'll just write beginner for a note. A beginner player. So a noob is someone who's a very new player, a novice. Novice is a less common word these days, but you know, when I was younger, novice would be the difficulty level for someone who's new. So a noob will make noob errors or noob mistake, which is another quite common expression. Oh, that's a noob mistake, or noob error, or a noob move. Okay, so noob error, noob move, noob mistake, for example. What's the purpose of a leaderboard? Well, I'll write out a sentence here. The purpose of a leaderboard is... The purpose of a leaderboard is to show who is currently leading the competition. Now, a leaderboard is really useful during an event because some people want to know the progress of the event because they can't in person watch something. So you check the leaderboard to see who's moving up or moving down the leaderboard. And the nuance here is that these are interchangeable. Some, as in with golf, again, the example, someone plays well, they move up the leaderboard. As someone plays badly, they move down the leaderboard. So we want to know the current standings, who's currently leading in that competition. That's what a leaderboard shows you. Use grinding in a sentence. So we'll use a staple example here. She has been grinding at the gym recently in order to... So we have a female that's working hard, doing something difficult or challenging at the gym these days, recently, in order to perhaps lose weight, perhaps get healthier, right? And then maybe other reasons why someone goes to the gym and works really hard, right? Reduce her stress, or helps to manage, not necessarily reduce, but manage, right? Manage her stress. What does co-op mean? Co-op. So co-op is a cooperative. So to cooperate, to work together. So a co-op mission would be a team up, a 2-player or a 4-player. True or false, a ranked match is always casual and friendly. Again, that's false. A ranked match will have some kind of leadership points or some kudos or something attached to it, so it's not going to be casual, it's probably not going to be friendly, it's going to be very serious. Not friendly, it might be hostile, right? Write a sentence using squad. So we'll bring the topic into football because it's one of my hobbies. So using squad, many countries are releasing their 2026 World Cup squads this week. So a squad, like I said, groups. So a squad, usually it will be a 26-man squad. And these lists are being released to the press this week or this month as we build up to the 2026 World Cup, the FIFA World Cup. Why do players use gaming slang like loot and GG when chatting? Well, there are lots of reasons, right? As we discussed in class. Why do we use slang? Well, slang is like a secret code, right? Excuse me for that. So slang is a kind of secret code or something that helps people speak quickly. Quickly, it's more about efficient, right? It's efficient language. So, GG, good game. It's quicker and easier to say GG than it is to say, you played very well today, good game. So they're abbreviations to save time and just easy to type, right? It's also to be friendly, to be fun, right? If you think there are other reasons, there are, include them in the comments below. But other than that, thank you very much for watching this. This is the end of chapter 5. So I'll see you in chapter 6. Thank you.